Hello, and welcome to Voxel Tycoon. This is a game that's in early access, as you can very clearly see here, and it's a nice game. It reminds me a lot of Transport Tycoon, which is a game that I enjoy thoroughly, or at least I used to enjoy it when I had my really old PC without graphics cards and whatnot. So let's quickly dive into the game. Let's name this Clear Logistics after our channel, of course, and we want it to be yellow or black. I don't know if there's yellow or black. Is this yellow? Looks more like orange to me. Oh, this is orange, so this is yellow. Alright, so that it will be. So we can choose names for our cities, I guess, because it auto generates cities. We could choose Polish city names and then just massacre them, because Polish names are very difficult for me to say. Or we could just go with Australian city. Let's just go with Australian city names. And this is the world seed. Do we want a tutorial? I don't want a tutorial. I will just basically talk to you guys about it. I've played this game a little bit, a couple of hours, and yeah, it's not very complicated. I mean, I'm saying it's not very complicated. Actually, it took me a long time to figure some of the things out in this game. So in a way, you could say that it's extremely complicated. So yeah, let's see what happens. Now, a lot of times when the loading screen is on, the recording doesn't take place, but right now it's telling me that it is recording, so I'm going to assume that it's recording. If it doesn't record, then it doesn't record. That's it. This entire little thing that I just said when the video got cut off, that's probably because, it wasn't recording. But yeah, there we go. Welcome to Water Whale region. This is a good place to do business. Look around for resource deposits, start mining from, buy vehicles and supply city demands. When you are ready, make more complex products, research new technologies and expand Clear Logistics to other territories. Good luck. The area is a little more than 4 million square meters. That's huge. That's massive. That's like 4 kilometers square, I think. 4 kilometer square is like 2 squares. Two of those. Wait, no. Each of those is 20 square kilometers in city skylines. Well, 4 square kilometers. Yeah. So metric wise, it's 4 square kilometers. So we've got 4 cities here. We've got Watervale. We've got Yugaura. Australia wasn't any easier, I guess. Yugaura, which is an industrial city, it says. It's got Kempsey, which is a mixed city, and it's got Medlow Bath, which is a tourist city. So this is the first time I'm noticing that there are tourist cities and whatnot. So possible that we just need to connect a lot of people going into those cities, but I don't know. So it says that we are in like a tundra kind of area. I don't know. This yellow does suggest that this is more like a desert. That's sand, which is good. So let's see what we need. Watervale needs logs. Medlow Bath needs logs. This needs iron and coal. This is iron, right? Yeah, iron and coal. So we've got a coal deposit, we've got an iron deposit, we've got woods here, and this needs coal as well. So coal is a pretty good start for us. There's really no right way of doing this. I don't think that each product's cost actually matters. It seems like they're all the same. So let's quickly get into what the controls are. You've got an eye here where you can get the city names and remove the city names, whatnot. We've got a video cam thingy here. We've got notifications which will come up here. We've got a tutorials help menu thing here. We've got the settings over here, and the asset editor actually looks really pretty. We've got a timer here. We can pause or we can unpause, and we can go through the speeds. I'm using 1, 2, 3 on my keyboard. Then we've got research here. We don't have a lab, so we can't do that now. We've got our main building here, our headquarters, which we can build. We've got our financial statement over here for this month and for the previous month, and how much money we have borrowed. Currently we've borrowed 750,000, which is what is here. and we can borrow a little more. We can borrow up to 1 million, or we can repay the loans. We have all of our vehicles listed here, and this is our build menu. First off, kudos to the people who made this game, because this layout is freaking fantastic. It's really simple and it looks really cool, and you know, it's all thematic, so I really like it. You can zoom in as much as you want and zoom out, well, not as much as you want, but a lot. You can zoom in a lot and zoom out a lot. And here you've got your construction and other menu. You've got industries here, so we are going to start off with mining industry, which is going to be coal. We'll slowly get into warehousing, we'll get into factories, we'll get into labs as we go on, so you'll see what's happening. We can build roads here, we can build stations, we can build garages, we can build railway tracks and everything that's needed for that. We can build conveyors, which is awesome in this game. So when you have conveyors, the conveyor just keeps spewing all of the raw materials out, so you don't have to worry about the truck going there, picking up, coming back. There's some things in this game which are not most efficient. Like if you have trucks, they have to pick up from the freight station and they pick up from the road, so if it blocks the road, then everything behind, they don't cross over and go, so like they don't change lanes and go, so that's an issue. So conveyors kind of help you solve the problem. You can solve the problem in other ways too, but conveyors help you solve the problem. Then we have terraforming tools, which is brilliant, because as you can see, everything is like, you know, it's kind of like Minecrafty, so it's pretty nice. And then you have other here, so we can get like object information using this, I'm guessing. And you have the bulldoze tool. Right, now let's quickly jump in and let's go into mining facilities. We've got three sorts of, well, this is not exactly mining, it's more like raw materials, but yeah, it's called mining. So we can get an iron mine, a coal mine and a sawmill. So I think we are going to initially start off with A. If I say an, it means I'm going for an iron mine. I'm going for a coal mine. So, wait, it's R. Yeah, so it's R for rotate. So this game is pretty cute in that it's really simplistic. The way the game works is very simplistic, so I kind of like it. So this is a coal mine. The coal mine has storage of up to 58 coal units, 58 tons, I don't know, something, coal units. So we have to get a freight station to get it to where we want it to go. Now over here you can see that there are specific buildings which require things. So this building requires coal, this building requires iron. We can have the same station catering to both of them if we place the station here, which might be a good idea to do over there, at least during the initial days, so that we can reduce some of our costs. So that is precisely what I'm going to do. So we are going to get ourselves a freight station here, and we are going to get another freight station over here like so. I don't want to make it flat, because if I do it this way, they can turn around. Let's get the road. Let's get the road to come and join in like so, in the hopes that go. No, that was sad. Oh, we can try this. I mean, sure. Let's get this road here. Well, this is all a lot of unnecessary things which I'm doing, which you don't actually have to do. Like, you shouldn't do it. It's not that you don't have to do, you shouldn't do it if you're not a dumbass like me. And let's get this over here. So as you can see, the area of effect actually covers everything. So if I get multiple coal mines over there, which eventually we have to get, because I mean it just makes more sense if you get multiple coal mines. So we will have coal going this way and we will have coal going this way. Now I need a garage, so let's quickly get a garage over here like so. Actually I can just get it here. Let's just get it here, so it's equidistant. Right, so now what we've done is we've put our logistics centers or freight centers, we've put a garage, and we have put down a factory which can make coal. So we can actually unpause the game right now and we can see the coal fill up over here behind. So now when you click on this, you can click on logistics and you can see that this is connected to this. So anything that is getting produced here will automatically get fed into this. The same way, if we click on this, we can see in logistics that it's connected to this. So anything which comes into this freight station automatically goes into this factory. Now here, guess what we will see? We will see it connected to both of this. And the best part of this is we can go in and we can stop the connection going to one. So tomorrow or maybe next week, game time wise, if we realize that this is just too much work for this one place to deal with both of this, we can just cut out this by going here and stopping output to that building, and it'll only supply code. So that's like a good thing for us. That's a brilliant thing for us. So now let's get into the garage. Let's buy ourselves a truck. We have 4 different types of trucks. We have a bus that takes people. This uses gasoline, so all of these use gasoline. That's good. I didn't see this before, so I mean it's good. This takes passengers, 10 passengers. This takes 12 passengers. This takes 5 wood. This takes 5 coal or 5 iron. So this is the one that we need. So let's buy you, and then let's add a stop. So once we click on that, we can set stops. So we are going to tell it to load fully over here and then add another stop, and we can go here and we can unload fully. Now you can add orders to each of these locations. So at Kemse transfer, we can add another order and we can say you refit, like get another type of cargo, or we can say unload all of this, or we can say wait for a certain amount of time. So when we're building buses, we can say go there, wait there for 10 minutes, and then once people who can fit in for 10 minutes are loaded, just leave and go. So yeah, that's that. Now here is the favorite part of this game as far as I am concerned, right? People might not think this is a big deal, but as far as I am concerned, this is my favorite part. You guys ready? If you say save as, it will give automatically a logical name to that route, and this is such a freaking lifesaver. This added with the fact that you can basically copy the trucks, which I've just copied 4 and I've released all of them. This is awesome because in most of these games, that's what I struggle with. I struggle with naming, and then I set up a convention and then I forget what the convention is, and it's too much. It's just too much. Oh my god, I can't say how much of a problem that is. Yeah, I am behaving like a snowflake, but yeah, it's just so you guys can understand how awesome this feature is. So let's do the same thing here. So this is coal to Kemse North. So that's a different color code, which again is a good thing. And let's add 4 of them here. Let's release all. Now as soon as I do this, I would like to just have a look at the coal, make sure that we are producing enough coal, so there's no waiting or anything that we have to do. There's a notification we have a deal. All right, so yeah, let's just leave it at that. So it's good. It's at 40, it's 51. Yeah, all right, I think it's going to be okay. Now one interesting thing about this game is the cost of coal is determined by the logistics of it. So if we click here, we can see that there is a demand of 16. So they are demanding 16 coal, and in storage how much coal is there we can see. So the maximum that this factory would demand from us is actually 120 coal. So they are demanding 28 of that 120 coal. The more coal there is in storage, it means there's higher supply, which is given here. So it says that supply is pretty bad because there's demand and there's not much in storage. So supply has become average now. When supply becomes excellent, you know, it's good in a way, in that you're supplying everything and there is a chance for that particular plant to expand, for it to go to the next level, which you can see here, which means it's going to require more stuff for you to deliver to it, so there's more business. But the downside is, if it's excellent for too long, then the demand actually, I mean, there's enough supply, the demand doesn't have to change, there's enough supply to take care of it, so the price actually goes down. This goes back to economics, basic economics, supply and demand. If supply increases, price goes down. If demand increases, price goes up. But you have to walk this thin line. You can't deprive them of the supply, because if you do that, the plant is never going to grow and you are just losing a lot of money when it comes to opportunity cost. So here we can see that we make $1,250 every time we deliver here, and we make, how much do we make here? We make 1300 when we deliver it here. That's weird, that's strange, because it seems like this is a longer route, but for some reason we, oh, look at that, they're taking a U-turn there, which means this little thingy there was unnecessary. Alright, so that is the basic principle of this game. We are therefore going to start expanding to all of these places. So another thing that Yugaura needs, so we can actually click on the city and we can see what the stats of the city are. So we can see that it has the status of a village. It's an industrial village. So supplying demands has a greater effect on the settlement growth than transporting passengers. So it's going to be essential for us to supply demands for it, not necessarily passengers. So I was right in assuming this. The growth is average. We have 173 population. Population is going to, it has already changed. It's increased by 15. It's going to keep increasing. We're going to get 3 new buildings. So the buildings auto spawn here and the roads auto get built. I played a previous game for like just, I think like an hour or something, and 2 cities which were like so close actually merged together to form one huge city. So that was interesting. And this is passenger demand. Passenger demand is average. So coal supply is right now excellent, which is good for us at this stage because we want it to grow. We want the factory to grow. So that's good for us. So now if we look at Watervale is a tourist city, which means passenger spawn rate is plus 5%, and shipping passengers to here will actually have a much better effect on the growth of the city than shipping raw materials that it needs, also known as wood, I guess. So let's quickly get ourselves an iron mine going, and yeah, let's see how that goes. So let's get an iron mine over here like so. That's good. Let's go into roads, let's go into stations, let's get a freight station about here or about here. Which one is better? I think this is better, it covers a little more. So let's get that. Let's get the road going. Yeah, the road joins this, it might be better. So I'm gonna come up to here, and then that was not as expected, and then like so. Alright, so that's fine. So they go in and they can do their little U-turn there, so that's fine. But still there is going to be a slight, you know, if there's a queue of trucks over here, it's going to block the trucks from coming here. So we will think about how to fix that later when the problem arises. See, the price went up to 1375. We can actually take it out here and connect it this way, but I don't want to do it right now. Like, we're just starting off. So let's buy trucks again. Let's buy this particular truck because this can get iron as well. So let's load up full. Let's add another stop and let's go here because this can supply it. Unload full. Save as. Iron ore, close. Now I'm going to get 2 more trucks here. I'm going to get 6 trucks because it's longer. So just if I can afford it, I'm going to get 6 trucks. I think I can. And release all. So that's all 6 of those trucks going there to pick up from there. Now we can look at our financial statement here. We made $46,000, which is amazing last month, but yeah, we've gone into the next month already. So the previous month we actually lost $215,000. So this is something which it's pretty basic when it comes to business and tycoon games, but I just like to go over it once more. There are certain costs here which are not going to repeat themselves. These are fixed costs, or these are one-time costs. Those one-time costs, I mean, it's better not to call it fixed costs because you have fixed operating costs as well, but yeah, these one-time costs are costs that you will spend just once, like construction. Once I build the road, I'm not going to do anything with the road. New vehicles, once I buy the vehicle, I'm not going to do anything like towards buying the new vehicle. unless it's on a loan. Well, that's besides the point. But there are certain expenses which are operating expenses, which means when you operate, you need to spend that money. Building maintenance is one of those. So I build the garage, for example, and then I need to maintain the garage so that there are no cracks in the wall and whatnot. So that keeps coming up again and again and again, especially with more use. So that is an operating expense. Running cost is an operating expense. Loan interest is not an operating expense, but as long as I have the loan, I have to make sure that I have that money to pay back to the bank. So when you are considering your profits, don't just look at this line over here. This is just a cash flow statement. What you need to look at is you need to look at this, you need to look at this, and you need to look at this. So that's 7.5 plus 5.7, which is what? Which is like 12.5, I think. It's 12, actually it's 13.2. So 13,200 odd plus 2,300. So that's around 15,500, 15,600. That is the expense that we have. So you remove that 15,600 from the trade that we made. That is the operating profit which we get. So that's how we need to look at this. So this month our operating profit is 67,169, which is good because we added a bunch of more stuff. So on that note, I'm going to put a quick cut in this video. Do like and subscribe if you like the content that I'm putting outside. Do comment if you think anything is comment worthy. I'll be back in a quick wait with another episode so that we can expand this further. Until next time, take care now. Bye bye then.